Buenos dias from Oaxaca City, Mexico. I got here yesterday, and honestly, all I wanted to do was just lay in bed and do nothing all day today. I'm feeling so burnt out and just questioning every single life decision and not really sure what I want to do anymore, so that's fine. So I forced myself to sign up for a walking tour this morning, going around, seeing the most famous spots here in Oaxaca. And I'm hoping Oaxaca City can fix me, solve me. I don't know, let's go.
This theater takes the name of Macedonio Alcalá. Place this mirror in here that when you fill it up with water, you will be able to see what is going on up there.
Oh my goodness, that tour covered so much. It was about 2.5 hours. I highly recommend it. It's free. They just recommend that you give a tip at the end, roughly about 10 USD. More than worth it. Everything from about the food, about mezcal, the Zapotec, which is the main ancient community, the people that were here thousands and thousands of years ago. And what's really cool is how much that has shaped present day Oaxaca. So even after the Spaniards came in, Oaxaca still holds on to its true roots, which was beautiful to see. Before the Spaniards came over, nobody... Oh, I don't know how to do this. Will I bother your peace? Okay, sounds good, okay. And before the Spaniards came over, the Zapotec didn't worship any gods, any deities. They just kind of worship nature, and so that is why Oaxaca is so colorful. Granted, part of it now is because of tourism, so there's the upkeep of making buildings beautiful, but it originates from them worshiping nature. And as we all know, nature is insanely colorful and beautiful. One thing you'll notice right away in Oaxaca is the political graffiti and the protests. It's a big part of their life here, and locals are super passionate about their rights, as they should be. You'll often see marches and banners and messages on the walls. Just recently, there was a ton of graffiti and banners that got put on a lot of the really famous buildings here for International Women's Rights Day. Protesting the discrimination and the struggles and the hardships that women still face to this day. While I don't condone violence or graffiti or damaging property, I actually really enjoyed seeing it because it is a stark reminder that Oaxaca isn't just a tourist destination. There are actual people that live here and that are going through hardships. And I think it's really cool that the people are super active in activism. So while the tour didn't totally cure the burnout or the self-doubt or the questioning or all of those things, I think it was a step in the right direction. I'm gonna head off to a cafe, try and get some work done, and just the more productive I stay, the better I feel about my choices and what I'm doing. But yeah, sometimes it can just all be a lot. But so I'm hoping that the colorful streets of Oaxaca and the delicious cuisine is gonna cure me. Fingers crossed. Okay, Oaxaca cafes. I see you. Okay, I am loving this cafe. It's got everything I need. I had avocado toast and a matcha latte, and it was delicious. It's really nice and breezy out here. There's just greenery everywhere. I'm digging it. And a really handsome man got my number from here, so yeah. Perfecto. Oaxaca is known for its culture, incredible cuisine, amazing markets and crafts, its beautiful landscape, all of the mountains around you. And so in this little next part, I'm gonna talk about the top things to do here in Oaxaca. Honestly, my favorite thing has just been wandering the streets. The streets are so colorful, there's always stuff going on, and it's just a beautiful city, especially the centro. So just kind of wander through and get lost. Go chill in the Zocalo. It is the center square here. It's a great place to just people watch. There's always events and activities happening, especially on the weekend. Basically every Latin city or town is gonna have a center square. That's kind of how most of them are designed. If you are interested in any other Mexican videos, I do have quite an extensive playlist on Mexico from all the different towns and states that I've been to. They are very old and they are with my ex-partner. So just show some like mercy on the video quality. Take a food tour or a cooking class. Oaxaca is known for their gastronomy. Take a free walking tour, learn a little bit about the history, and kind of get your bearings on the town. I highly recommend you do this and a food tour on your first or second day here. It really helps you feel a bit more like not lost when you're first coming to a new destination. Shop, 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 shop. Go do a mezcal tasting yet. At the time of filming this right now, I haven't went and done one. I really think I do want to, but I haven't drank alcohol in about 8 months. And it's not, alcohol doesn't interest me anymore, but I feel like when you're here, you have to do a mezcal tasting. I don't know, should I do it? I feel like I should. Okay, and so for these next ones, I did not go and do them. And before, I always felt like I had to go and see and do every single thing that somebody recommended I do from YouTube or from a blog. And honestly, that's really held me back from making YouTube videos and from even just enjoying traveling, because making YouTube videos, I felt like I had to create a let's go do this and the top things to see in Oaxaca. And it's kind of left me feeling in a funk. And so I kind of just decided, I'm like, you know what? We're not gonna do it. If it's not something that interests you, you don't have to do it just because someone on the internet tells you that it's like a must-see. So don't do it. Go visit Monte Alban, one of Mexico's most impressive archaeological sites. It offers stunning, so I've been told, panoramic views and a glimpse into the ancient Zapotec civilization that used to like rule around 2,000 years ago. It does look so impressive and it does look beautiful up there, but like I've seen so many ruins. I can't be bothered. This next one is Hierve el Agua. It's a rock formation here in Oaxaca with mineral-rich pools and petrified waterfalls that began forming over 2,500 years ago. And I don't know why that this doesn't really interest me, because like it should. It's nature. I love stuff like this. I love going swimming in any natural waters, but can't be bothered. There are only 2 of these in the entire world. The other one is in Turkey. And so you would think that'd make me be like, I have to go see it, but I just don't. Maybe that's part of the whole burnt out. Maybe that's kind of, maybe if I wasn't in this headspace, I would be okay with it and I'd want to be doing it, but yeah. I apologize for my pronunciation. Tlacolula Market. It's one of Oaxaca's oldest and most vibrant markets, and it's known for all of its like traditional merchants. All the tours I did are linked down in the description, and if you are enjoying this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. This morning, I am going out on a food tour. I'm really excited. I love going on food tours or cooking classes. I don't really love cooking classes because I don't really love cooking, but food tours, especially street food tours, are where it's at. The streets here are so colorful. Walking around is just really enjoyable. But it does get hot here though, so make sure you walk around in the morning. But it's just beautiful to just go out and wander. The first market we're going to is a whole organic, and it's got a bunch of different vendors and different stuff. And so we're learning all about corn and chiles, and corn is their number one thing here. Here we had a Café de Olla. It was a spiced cacao cinnamon coffee, and so good. Next was garnachas. This one was my favorite, and I don't even know how to describe it. It was kind of like a really mini tostada, but thick, and it had meat and cheese on it, and Here we also had a molote de plátano, and it was basically a mashed plantain that was then stuffed with cheese, and it was savory and sweet and really good. We also had memelas. This was kind of almost like a tostada, but it was a little bit thicker of flour. One had mushrooms on it, and then the other one was just little flowers. Both really good. Mushrooms weren't my favorite. Last we had here was a pumpkin tamale. It was delicious and fully vegan. So when you're in Oaxaca, there are a ton of different like artists that do different like shirts and blouses and everything. You'll see a lot of people selling stuff on the street, but if you can, always try and shop at a colectivo because that is the actual local artist. And so this is all of their actual work and it's not like mass produced in a machine. This stuff is beautiful. I definitely will be coming back and shopping here. All of it is so beautiful. These are so crazy. Like, look at all that. That's all just hand painted. We've got some chocolate. It's gonna be super bitter though. That's very bitter. That last one had no sugar. Now we're trying the one with sugar. Very grainy. Very sweet. Okay. Oh, that's really good.
Classic recipe, a presentation that is 100% cacao without
Not much flavor to the amarillo.
This is different from.
So the coloradito, it kind of tastes like enchilada sauce.
That is good quality.
The mole negro is so good. Yeah. So we're now in like the grilling meat area and you grab a basket and then you come to the meat vendor that you want. You get the meat and they grill it up for you and then you go find a table and you eat it. But there's so many different vendors. It's like so many different types of meat. It smells amazing in here.
And then you have the intestines of the tribes. Okay, as you can see, is
The cecina is really good. After this, we went to Mercado Benito Juarez. We had taco de barbacoas de res. That was so good. The best part was that the owner here is the grandmother of the owner of the tour, like food tour company. And she was so sweet and they were so welcoming. Highly recommend you check them out. Next we had Tejate, which is a pre-Hispanic drink and it is very, very popular here in Oaxaca. It gets its creaminess from the fat from cacao, I believe. And so it's kind of got like a nutty, creamy flavor to it. It's really good and people use it to like get a bunch of energy throughout the day. And I don't know if I've ever tried grasshoppers though. Like I know I've had crickets. Oh, they're juicy. And then last was some traditional ice cream. It was okay, I didn't love it, but I think it was a great way to end off the food tour. Honestly, I can't recommend this tour enough. When you visit Oaxaca, I highly recommend you check them out. If you want to do the tour, I've got it linked down in the description. Tourism is the main source of income here in Oaxaca, and while there are benefits to it, there are also a lot of problems to it. It has created a gentrification problem here. That does mean that sometimes some of the graffiti is not the nicest for a tourist, for a gringa. Some of it can be pretty harsh, but I do think it's important. I do think it's important to kind of sit in discomfort and look at it and, you know, instead of trying to be like, oh, blah, 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 really just not embrace it, but try to understand it from their position. You're a very privileged white person coming in and pushing, it doesn't matter, I guess, what color you are, but you're not a local. You're coming in and you're pushing out a local. So now locals aren't able to be in the best spots. They're getting pushed out. Think of Bali, think of Siargao, Philippines, think of Tulum. Their best beaches, the best areas, the locals can't live there anymore, where they've lived for hundreds of years. They don't get to experience the best of the best because now new resorts, just everything for tourists and for foreigners is catered to that area. And so it's tough. Make sure you're supporting, you know, local tour operations, local restaurants, especially if you can support women, locally owned restaurants or tourism agencies. Make sure you're actually giving back to the local community and not just to businesses or places that are run and owned by foreigners. And one more thing with all of this is that Oaxaca is having a massive problem with Airbnbs and it's skyrocketing the price of rent. So locals aren't able to afford anything anymore because people think they can charge more for rent because they can for Airbnbs. And please, please, please stay in a hotel, stay in a hostel. when you're in Oaxaca. Do you ever question every decision in life? Like, why am I doing this? And what would my life look like if I had done X, Y, and Z? Because same. So I spent the last 2 months at home in Montana with my family, which those months were January and February, which if you know Montana, you know that it is freezing. And while I loved it, and while I love like getting to spend time with my family, it's just like, I don't know what it does, but like mentally, it just really makes me feel like I'm going backwards in life, and I just kind of question everything. And I'm like, do I want to keep doing this? What are my YouTube videos even about? Do I want to be an influencer? What purpose am I doing? I don't know. It's just like, these are all the thoughts that go through my head. And then like, I really want to move to Vietnam this next September. And that's something that I've never even questioned because I've been there so many times and I absolutely love it. But as of recently, that's something I've been questioning. So I think during those moments, it's so easy to like get caught up in it, but I highly recommend you like pause and really stop and think about it and be like, is this just like emotions running high, or is this actually what I truly believe? And that's really helped me. Like when I stop and actually am like, okay, this isn't real. Like that's just your mind playing mind tricks on you. Lo siento. She's not happy with me. Sorry. It's wild how much an iced coffee and the sunshine like makes my day. I don't understand it. I think it actually should be studied. I don't think it's a normal amount. But, I just love wandering the streets of Oaxaca, especially with an iced coffee. Getting to see Acalinda, this has been so high on my list here, and so it's like the big party that happens after people get married in the church here, or like for baptism or for graduation. But anyways, bunch of puppets, bunch of people partying, passing around food and mezcal and walking down this street. So they're right back here. Let's go check it out. Okay. Oaxaca truly is an incredible place. I don't know if it cured me though, but I do think we are moving in the right direction. And honestly, it's almost impossible to be like sad or down in Mexico, especially here in Oaxaca, especially when you're in the town like center, the Zocalo. Every evening there's like live music and always events going on, and it's always just like a lively happening time. So that is how we're gonna finish off this video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.